front. So what do we do?
Give a speech. Give some speech.
Do the music, should I sing?
ปิดเพลงหน่อยปิดเพลงหน่อย
Happy two-day of all things. How did you feel, true mother? I already sent my report, my reflection. Then I asked mother, how can I be young like you? She just came back from America. How, don't you think she looks so fresh? So really, we should encourage mother. Already she's thinking about her centenary. So, did you hear Dr. Yoon what he said? He said, you know, another 33 years until True Mother's centenary. But he said a 33. Or anyway, Hyuna could translate it 33. Maybe in Korean he said 20. Yeah, he said 33. So I'm in my reflection to mother, I was teasing Dr. Yoon. I said, mother, I think it's 23 years, but Dr. Yoon said 33. I don't think his math is bad. I just think he wants you to live at least to 110. So I'm united with him. I agree. At least 110. So what's your mother's dream? To see a world filled with the happy Chongo families. Can we imagine such a thing? Really, I think True Mother can see. She can see that world of, you know, raising happy, healthy Chongo families. That's our world. When it comes to Japan, I don't know what you think I feel about Japan. Even my wife is Japanese from the Kyoto area. My wife paid a many price. But not because she's Japanese, just because she's my wife. She joined in America. So I think she, got to make her pay some indebtedness some other way. With me, she's now at home with all the houses in boxes. So as I mentioned yesterday, she's packing the whole house for the 18th time. She's the one packing the house to move for me. So really, I'm grateful to Japan for giving me a beautiful wife. So, as an American brother, how do I feel about Japan? So, I was very moved maybe 5-6 years ago because mother guided Dr. Kim to take America off of dependency from Japan financially. Mother gave him like a 5-year deadline. But he did within 2 years, 3 years early. From that time, America's finances went up when they took responsibility. So when I came to Asia, I realized all the investments your parents made already in Asia. So even, actually, I reported to mother, I'm so my spirit world completely changed when mother announced my position move.
でお母様からこのアジア大会場の立場をいただいて、霊界が完全に変わりました。
When I was in America, really I wanted to push the members.
でアメリカにいた時
Wake
は
up.
信徒たちの尻を叩いてきましたけども。
And then that was that time period also.
まあそうい
Very
う時期
busy.
でした。
I think here also very busy.
でアメリカがその設備が忙
As
しく
soon
て。
as mother moved my position, immediately your spirit world changes, right? When your mission
で
changes.
立場が新しくなると霊界も変わるじゃないですか。
Also, my wife and I the same. And then we felt really not concerned about everybody's running fast or working hard. We really concerned is everybody eating well, is everybody healthy and happy, and how's their family?
終わった走るだけじゃなくて、定着していくことも考えなきゃいけないんじゃないですか。家族のことも考えて、じゃあ衣食住もちゃんとして。
Even Thailand were struggling, but other countries in Asia Pacific were really struggling more.
でタイも苦しんでますけども、他のアジア大陸の他の国も苦しんでます。
I think even Thailand was difficult to give extra money in donation to mother.
でタイもそのプラスアルファでのこのドネーションするのは難しい、献金するのは
But in
難
the
しい。
case of other nations, just impossible. Not difficult.
難しいんじゃないですか、思いますけども。
And still they did it.
まあそれでもやっていかれてます。
I'm sure some members concerned about me. Maybe I misunderstand about the situation.
おそらく皆様が自分がアメリカから来てアジアのことを誤解してるんじゃないかって思っておられると思いますけども。
But I believe you knew well my
でも
mind.
自分の心情をよく分かってくださることと
So when I prayed to God, how can we help?
でどのようにしたらいいかっていうのを
God told me opposite thinking.
でもいつも神様は逆に
Don't ask mother for any help. Don't ask mother for any
お
help.
母様からその助けを求めるんじゃない。
Now I want to show them
でみんなに見せて
their original power, their original ability.
そのシフたちの底力を。
So that's why please ask everyone.
なのでその躊躇せずに。
And not just one faithful one, but everybody, all children.
だから一人の信仰とか一人の力じゃなくて、このみんなの
So don't think anymore just the members. Everybody who say they love true parents, we should ask.
そのシックのたちだけじゃなくて、この元の王様を愛している人たち。
So God guided me. Don't have any boundary or barrier of thinking. Ambassadors for peace, we can't ask. Or VIPs, we shouldn't. Everybody.
だから自分で壁を作らないでください。こいつは平和大使だから、こいつは VIP だから。
So we did it like that. First time like that, right?
だからそのように壁を作らずに、そのみんな平等に。
Many members suggested, let's do it every year.
毎年やろうよっていうふうに尋ねていくことによって、
You know which members suggested?
誰がそれを
Ambassadors for peace.
平和大使から始め
Yes. They said, this is great. Why you didn't ask me before? Even many second generation also said, I never was asked before to. They were so happy and gave everything.
この平和大使から始まるし、
More than parents.
この2世たちのどうして今まで言ってくれないんだ。
So,
そうすればできたのに。
as you know, I think you know well the story, but when I was in Korea now with True Mother, I didn't report about HJ Love Offering.
で韓国に行った時はまだその HJ ラブオファリングに対して報告してなかったんですけど、準備してなかったんです。
Why? Because already we made that report that's complete. Now we should report about True Mother's autobiography.
でその報告はすでにしたからそういうふうにわざわざしなくても今度は自助伝の報告をしようと思ってます。
When I arrived in Korea, actually many of the other regional presidents were talking. Oh, you guys translated 7. They heard you translated 7 languages. True Mother's. They're amazed about that one.
で私が着いた時にすでに韓国にいる指導者たちは知っていて、お前たち7カ国翻訳したわけじゃなく
But
て。
they didn't know about your love offering you
で
made.
も献金のことはまだよく伝わってなくて。
Because I didn't make world news.
なぜかこのラッパーを吹いてなかったので。
So then when it was time to report, all the leaders were reporting. It's too late, too long, because we didn't see mother for 14 months.
で14ヶ月ずっと見てなくて他のリーダーたちも長いことを
How do you report to mother?
その自分が最後だったんです
Mother's sitting there. She gave a very clear and strong words, and then she said, "Okay, now please give me your reflection."
でこのかなり強い指示を出されて
How do we report
で
to
その
mother?
後にこのじゃあ感想を聞こうかって言って
You know,
どうして私たちがそれで言います
leaders
か
desperately want to report about their activities for 1 year, you know.
1年間の報告をしたくてたまらないわけですけど
And I felt, it's very like a sneaky way, because the mother's asking for reflections, but people just give a 5-second reflection and then a long report.
でも感想をその今日の感想を聞いてるのにみんなはこの報告をしたいと
So time is like, it should be like a 5 minutes or 10 minutes, 15 minutes. Everybody gives a long report.
で5分間10分間その象徴的に感想を言ってそれからこの1年間の報告
I had no mind to give a report that day
でその時自分は
because of time.
最後だったしもう夜も更けてるし
And then
報告をしない
finally,
と思
it's,
ってたんですけ
you
ど
know, already 12 o'clock should be done.
でこの12時には終え
The
なかった
mother called Dr. Yun. So then
に
Dr.
を来られて
And
で
then
この4分間
Dr. Yun came back. Okay, we have a time for 2 more testimonies, so she'll last 2 regional presidents.
でじゃあこの2人の代理会長の報告を聞きましょ
Ending
う
with Asia. That time, Hori-san was in quarantine, so he was not there that day. So just me.
でその時このアジアではその堀さんがまだ
So I
期間中だったので
reported about your mother's book. As you know, already you heard I explained,
うん
right?
そしてこの自叙伝の話をしたことは話しましたよね
So but think about it. Mother that day gave a 5-minute speech to all leaders at the beginning, and then we heard reports. But after my report, she gave another 5-minute speech about the HJ Love offering.
そしてこの5分間に言葉を語られてその後感想を聞いてて自分が
Already late, already she's
5分間
tired.
に言葉を話されますそれがアジアの HJ ラブオファリング
But she gave double time her word, but just centering on the offering that we made from Asia. Because nobody knew about it, and I didn't report about it. And then I realized that afterwards our mother probably wanted me to report about that one. Because I didn't say anything, then she explained everything that we did.
で自分はまだその世界にそういう報告をしてなかったのでそれでそのお母様が自分の代わりに語られ報告したような形になって
So, did you understand her word, her message?
でそれどういうことか分かり
She
ますか
started talking about Japan.
で日本のことを語られて
And then she said, she's talking about, actually, I didn't tell you everything because she named some people, I don't want to say, but she's talking about usually leaders asking me for money for their activities, but they didn't ask any money. They gave offering that we never received before.
で誰かとは言いませんけども大体指導者は自分にそのお金をくれって言ってきますけどもお金をくれっていう代わりにお金をくれた方がいる
Some people really misunderstand about offering.
そしてある人はその私たちの献金に対してちょっと誤解されている方がいます
Sometimes we have a concept that God doesn't need money, heavenly parents don't need money. Even some members and guests have thought that way.
でまあ
When we ask.
献金ということそのものに対して誤解している人がいてその神様も国母様もお金がいらなく必要ないしと思っている人も
Mother mentioned this point,
それをおっしゃられて
and then she mentioned Japan.
で日本のことをおっしゃられて
She said, you helped Japan.
でその日本を助けなさい
And she started talking about Japan. I was like, you have to understand the situation. Everybody's sitting down. Nobody expects this extra, report to come out. So I stand up when she says, I want to speak with Damien directly. I stand up. But then she starts talking about Japan. I thought, oh, maybe she's talking, I should sit down now.
でそのデミアンにその報告をしなさいって言って立ち上がって日本のことをいろいろと言います
I couldn't understand. Maybe she's talking to the I'm looking at Dr. Yun like, stand up or something.
でそういう自分が話すのか日本のことなのか
I feel, oh,
日本の本部長の
I can't, she's talking about Japan. I can't just stand up like she's talking, I have to. But mother was just keeps on talking steadily with a smile.
ところがお母様がこの
She said,
見ながら話されて
you helped Japan.
日本を助けなさい
So I reflected later,
その時に
and I think you know what mother means. I know how much Japan is giving every month. Now, through Chombo, Japan is really reviving.
でこの日本がどれだけ今まで研究してきたかっていうのも分かってますし、今はチョンボ設備を通して、店舗設備を通して、また多くの研究をしています。
I feel like Japan is like a mother's bone and blood and milk. Yeah, do you understand? Japan.
日本はそのお母様のこの骨であり、血であり、そしてそれを生み出すこの母乳である。
And also this time in Korea, 2 weeks, like a husband and wife, or brother and brother with Hori-san in the same apartment. We're washing together, cooking together, late every night we're talking. He's telling me so many stories about Japan, and also the relationship between Korea and Japan, and also including many misunderstandings. Frankly, we join the church, we hear many bad things about Christianity. We also hear bad things about Japan in the past. But actually, all things is not so simple, right? History is not so simple. And actually, this last year I went to Japan with my family, and I rented a car and we drove around the countryside. I didn't want to go any more Shinkansen, or everybody tells me, oh, it's expensive, oh, you can't go to Japan. No, I'm going to go to Japan, rent a car, and I'm going to be owner, and I'm going to travel. And it's so beautiful.
日本に行ってその車をレンタしてその新幹線で行ったりして自分でこの歩いてきたからなんです。
Actually, my secret is that Japan is much more beautiful than Korea.
実際日本っていうのは韓国のするところだなっていうのを気づきました。
I think we all know, but we don't feel confident to say.
みんな本当は内心そう思ってるんですけど、本音は言ってないんで。
Frankly speaking, I've been all around the world, and
世界中見ましたけども。
Korea has many good things, but
韓国綺麗ですけども。
they destroy their landscape with big apartment buildings.
ところが韓国は自然破壊。
Japan, we can't do that because of earthquakes. So we have to remain always humble in Japan.
韓国自信がないからそういうことできます。
Hori-san was explaining to me about the difference between Japanese and Korean culture. Like when you knock on a door and you present yourself, the feeling of the word in Japanese is, I'm here, but according to your will, my body will move. This kind of humility.
でこの堀さんの日本と韓国の違いに言って、この日本にはその謙遜っていう言葉がある。
But when a Korean man walks into the room, it's, I'm here.
韓国っていうのはその謙遜っていう言葉そのままがないので。
You can serve me now. Yes.
自分っていう
Complete opposite character. So we need everything. Yeah, we need Adam country. But now is the year of Adam should become soft. Because the mother's guiding that way. So what's my feeling about Japan? Japan gave blood and bone marrow and milk constantly to the world. Money, members, missionaries.
日本っていうのはその骨と血とそして骨髄とそしてこのお金と人材と宣教師。
Mother said you helped Japan.
でそれで日本を助けなきゃいけない。
That's the members' misunderstanding.
それがこのシックたちの誤解で。
True mother doesn't need our offering. Oh, Asia is difficult. Mother doesn't need money from Asia. Okay. Every dollar that Asia doesn't give, who has to give?
でじゃあ数学もだからお金をあげる必要がなくて、じゃあでもアジアが与えなかったら誰が
Japan has to give.
日本がしなければいけない。
So I already for many years I'm crying about this point in America already.
でアメリカでそのことをいつも聞い
Because
て
people, not many really understand. And it's not like we have many rich families in Japan just giving some extra cash. They're living, I think, even many times more humbly, maybe even than some families in Asia. They're living more humbly in order to give everything for the program.
日本の場合はそのアジアの家庭よりも貧乏な人たちが
I spoke with many second generation who really suffered because already their parents gave everything.
そして2世たちもその親が捧げすぎて捧げ
So
尽くしてそして
then,
貧乏
why am I saying these things? I don't know. Just I really, I think when Yumiko comes, she can share good time with you.
瀬間さんが来られたらそういうことを話されると
Just I feel inspiration to really thank you
言いたいのはありがとうございます。
daughter of Japan,
でこの日本の娘たちを
mother nation, and I am sure for many years your
かつために
investing, like inheriting like a vertical tradition
そ
here.
してこの重的な
Asia
ここに手をつかせていただいて
I believe you're supporting one another well,
そしてお互いこの助かってこられたことをよく存じており
trying
ます
to raise your husbands well.
そしてご主人たちをこの
So actually, that's your heavenly mission.
それがこのあなた方のこの
Not
天
just,
から与えられたミッションですよ
not just as Japanese, but as a sister.
これは日本人だからっていうわけでは
So
な
I
く
understand very well my limitation as a brother,
でこの大前として自分に
our,
限界があると
our limitation as men.
どう
We,
いう男として
we really want to be like a true father,
お父様にはなりたいんですけども
but we didn't receive the holy wine from true father.
でもお父様からこの聖書をいただいたんじゃなくて
We received from our spouse.
この家内からもらうじゃないです
I
か
understand very well. So we are attending each other as a heavenly parent is in my spouse, and I really listen to my wife well.
だから何でもこの天の父母様がこの家内でだから家内のことは何でも聞かなきゃいけません
So anything good that I have, I think is maybe 1% me and my ancestors, 5% my wife, 94% God and true parents.
でこのいい考え方としては1% 自分にあって 5% が家内にあって 94% が天の父母様
I think now you really want to get back quickly to your workshop, right? You have I really want to help you. Anything I can do to help you, your children, your families. I'm really grateful to be here in Thailand with you, and I'm really, truly grateful to Japan and all of your years' investment here in
これか
Asia.
ら2000周年会があるから早く周年会に戻らなきゃって皆さんやきもきされておりますよねってそういう気持ちがあるのよくわかります
And I love you. Thank you so much.
ありがとうございますじゃあ写真撮影しましょう集合写真
Yeah.